Just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Set. 95-56, 95-56.
Double dog, that's the way.
Sammy.
23's the mic. Three buzz.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
I'm coming after you.
13.
43's the
Hey, Charlie.
check, 43. Let's put him on the buses.
A run, it's Murray. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's heavy on the edges.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
95-56.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Breeze on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 46. Complete. Smith has it.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Tre'Quan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Ready. Yellow lady.
43. Check, 43. Check.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready. 5-9.
Coming.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And some space here. The 40, 30, 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze going to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Breeze now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
36.
43.
A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Sammy!
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. It's caught. Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A gain of 12 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Freeze the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Easy. Opposite.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Breeze now on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees, his second touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A huge play there for Arizona. 74 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A toss to Murray. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Mike's 43. They can't hang with us. 43.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the turnover, here's Murray. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Past the 20. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, Murray from his end zone. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 98 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Good. Line 4, ready. Tonight.
To throw is Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Let's go. Here we go. Two times. Hey, we got 4.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. A 2nd quarter score from down in Houston. The Raiders are out to an early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
95-56, 95-56, 21. 43.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Brought down by Eric Berry.
Oh, yeah!
It's a gain of 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That's to his running back, complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 76 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 66 yards. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 27, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A run for Pollard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Back to you.
On second down now, Pollard. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Here we go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, That position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Ready?
All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
And how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
On first down, Brees. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Blunt. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll run again with Blunt. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Finding room inside the 40, and finally brought down at the 38. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
A nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Blunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know
and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Bravo.
That was second down run for Murray. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage.
And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
On third down, it's Pollard. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Blunt. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Now Rashad Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Okay, ready. Get the ball. Drop deep, drop deep. Strong left, strong left. Get that left.
On third down, Pollard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Murray. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
46-yard line.
Tighten down. There you go.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here you go, 21.
Now Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Again, here's Blunt. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go. 6 yards.
Out. 3 down. Out.
And they take a knee.
Ready?
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.